Hello everyone, Nokai back again. I'm doing episode 2 of Amnesia The Dark Descent. So, hopefully, I can find the key this time. Because quite honestly, I'm not doing great at that. I've looked I have looked absolutely nothing up, so if I do poorly, you know why. Can I knock that down? Probably not. It's gotta be in this room, right? Find the key for the wine cellar. Evidence in the laboratory has revealed that combining 4 chemicals can create a powerful acid. Okay, so the key to the wine cellar. Where on earth could it be? I have no clue. And then I'm also going to try and do a shorter episode today, so get about 10 minutes and then call it there. But that might also allow me to record multiple episodes in one day without overheating. It won't budge. Yeah, that makes sense. Archives. Ooh. Have I been here? Is this where I came from? Quite possible. Does not appear to be.
May 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Okay. So... was that from Daniel? No. Yes, it was. So he's gone to Africa. I think it said West Africa. I probably shouldn't have done that, but you know what. Catalog. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Barenberg, is to recommend my service to the Prussian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break this seal. Wilhelm, House of Garage. I probably am butchering names. I will formally not apologize for that. Well, I just heard something over there. So, I will be heading off in that. Does this guy have, like, 20 of the same shirt?
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Okay, so Daniel has been trapped before. So this is nothing new to him. What? Yes, I can yeet the books. Ah, an urn. The vibrant old tomes. Okay. That's fun. Tinderbox. I feel like I should be able to open that, but it has no weight, so we're good. And off onto the next adventure. And the mirrors are broken. I really hate that, like, bone crunching sound. The Historia Loci. Local history. I wonder where I am. Probably somewhere northern. Odds are in the Prussia territories. I wonder if this is the... I wonder if this is the house of that baron. It probably is, and it was said so. Do I want to be going towards the laughter? There's some blood. I can't play the piano. Daniel does not possess this skill. have I been locked over here? Yes, I have. Okay.
May 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Okay. So, I wonder if that relic is the cause of everything. It seems to be.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the walls. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Okay. So Daniel and Alexander invited the shadow in. What do I do? Yeah, definitely can't go that way. So I need a tool to break it with.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
The first one of what? Okay, I'm definitely supposed to be able to go this way, yeah. It probably pushes that way. It definitely does. Another region rich with war is Alstadt. Deep within the East Prussian woods, for centuries, there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Brandenburg. The castle forest-clad mountain. The quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes is as picturesque as it can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you'll hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, such as it will certainly serve as an exciting environment. All of them have their own twists on the tale, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30-Year War. It is said that the soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods, and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers as they seem to follow the same ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them when they reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? Alright, there's a few. Okay. Alright. I'm going to end this episode here. Maybe even split it into 2 episodes, so I will let you know. I will talk to you all later. Bye.